here today with us at Valley View Park. We're very excited to have a ribbon cutting for the playground equipment. And with that, I would like to introduce to you the Mayor of Las Cruces, Eric Enriquez.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for being here. This is an exciting time to celebrate the ribbon cutting of our new playground equipment here at the Valley View Park. I want to thank Mandy and her staff coordinating everything, putting us all here together so we could celebrate this event. And she wrote this beautiful speech for me that I'm going to have to just take pieces of. But no, we really want to sincerely thank those that contributed to this. This was part of our Lift Up program, and it was identified, and we thank the city management and administration and Parks and Rec and all the staff for not only identifying but then following through. We had a block party here a year or two ago, and listened to the residents of this community that the natives call Chiva Town. And there's a lot of pride in this area and this community, and this park is just an example of what can be done. $400,000 were allocated for this, and we want to thank our legislators, Micaela Cadena, who helped, Angelica Rubio, who also helped with this funding of this area. But our parks are great for our community. It gives a sense of well-being where people can gather, where people can socialize, where people can enjoy the outdoor and the beautiful sunshine and the beauty that we have in Las Cruces, so that we can exercise, kids can play, families can get together. And we want it to be safe. We want it to be a sense of well-being, and so people can socialize and race down the street. But it's really great to be a part of this, to be the mayor of Las Cruces. I'm very proud. I'm very proud that we can go back to areas like Chiva Town and give a lift up and make our community better, safer, and stronger. As our theme is Adelante con Cariño, this is a prime example of Adelante con Cariño. So thank you all for being here. Thanks.
All right, and next up, I'd like to introduce Councilor Becky Graham.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you so much. I may stick to the script a little bit more. Before I launch in, though, I also want to shout out my fellow councilor, Cassie McClure. Can you give a wave or something? Thank you. So this park is actually divided between my district, District 3, we've got the playground side, and Councilor McClure's district, District 1, which I believe Esperanza is our border. But thank you so much for coming out and lending your support to this space that is shared among our constituents. So look at the playground. It looks amazing. And obviously the most prominent stuff is the play equipment, but beyond that, we added some additional elements to fill out the play area. We replaced the concrete walkways, so we have full accessibility of the picnic and play areas. Upgraded park furnishings, which even before the fence came down, I got to see folks starting to use some of our furniture and moving back into the park space. Trees were pruned, replaced trash receptacles, and we installed boulders to keep the park free of motorized vehicles, which, as Mayor pointed out, we just had that drive-by rever. And we're not done. There's more to come. The parking lot is going to be restriped. We're going to have new signage installed. Parks and Rec and Planning and Construction section will be working with a consultant to develop a master plan to renovate this entire space, both District 3 and District 1. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to get some multi-use trails in here. We're going to connect to other bike facilities in the neighborhood. I was able to ride my bike over this morning, and looking forward to a safer way to navigate that. We're going to have some restroom improvements and other park features, and that work will start late next year. I want to thank our partners in this project. Altitude Recreation provided the playground equipment Four Rivers Inc. is our general contractor. And especially a huge shout out to our community group, Las Esperanzas. Do we have anyone from Las Esperanzas this morning? Thank you. Las Esperanzas is just an absolute fixture in this neighborhood. This is a community-led group who advocates for the whole neighborhood, who has been deeply involved in the planning of this park, generated ideas for the improvements, and even spoke to our color scheme, which may not seem like a big deal right off the bat, but these are the subtle differences that make this playground special to this area. And another unexpected shout out from someone who's probably not going to want it. Stephen Bingham, our parks director. You were pretty new to the city when this launched. And what I really appreciated, Stephen and I actually met at a community meeting to talk about this project. And once he realized that I am an absolute geek for some peer-reviewed research, he started sharing with me some of the academic side of play areas, playgrounds, parks, and it lit me up inside and gave me a whole new perspective on what this space can be. And the absolutely beautiful melding of a fresh perspective from someone new to Las Cruces who has the expertise and the academic background, and our local experts like Las Esperanzas, people who have lived here for generations. It gives me chills to see what that kind of work together can produce. So obviously we're so excited about this neighborhood being part of, as the mayor mentioned, our Lift Up program. This is a huge visible improvement to the area. We're especially excited to get Valley View Elementary over here to give the playground equipment a good test. And this is the essence of the Lift Up program and what it means to communities, to the city, and to the people who live here. So thank you so much for being here.
Right. Well, as Mayor mentioned, we did get legislative funding for Valley View Park, and we got funding from our representatives, Micaela Lara Cadena, Joanne Ferrari, and Angelica Rubio. And Angelica Rubio asked if I could read some comments from her. She sends her regrets that she couldn't be here today, but she did want to share her thoughts. So I am now imagine Representative Rubio. Good morning, everyone. I'm very sorry I can't be here in person today, but I need you to know how much love and respect I carry for this neighborhood and for all of you who made this day possible. This isn't just any neighborhood, it's Chiva Town, and it glows in its own way, even when the lights are few or not there at all. Riding my bike through this neighborhood, I feel the presence of generations who have called Chiva Town home, and their love for this small community has shown up time and time again here at Valley View Park. I have witnessed youth teams practicing across the street from this playground, while parents pull up their cars, switch on headlights so their kids can keep playing even after the sun goes down. I've seen families gathered on the grass just down the hill, searching for respite from the sun, underneath all the beautiful trees during these hot summer days. Working folk unwrapping their lunches on the picnic tables during their lunch breaks, neighbors visiting, and kids making games out of whatever space they may have. Even in its quietest moments, this place hums with life. It is one of the most vibrant and loved corners of our city. I'll never forget the morning I woke up and heard that the playground had burned down. The fire wasn't just the loss of swings and slides, it was the loss of a renewed space that had come to mean so much. And it came at a time when everyone was already stretched thin, trying to shake off the pandemic and trying to bring joy and connection back into daily life. Losing that space for kids and families then felt like a heavy blow, and every season without it has been deeply felt. But what came after says everything about this neighborhood. Neighbors, parents, kids, and leaders saying together, "This place matters." The truth is, Chiva Town hasn't always gotten the resources or attention it deserves. Too often, the focus drifts east, and neighborhoods like this keep carrying the weight. That's why today is about more than swings and slides. It's a reminder that this community is strong, proud, and worth every ounce of investment. I'm grateful that I could play a small part in this journey, but what brought us here is you. The families, the kids, the advocates, the city workers and staff, the neighbors who refuse to let this space be forgotten. So congratulations, this playground will bring more laughter and sound to a neighborhood that is already full of life. May it continue to be a place where families gather, kids feel free, and community grows even stronger. Thank you. So now we're going to get to the fun part where we actually cut the ribbon. And so with that, I would like to invite up Cindy Armijo from the Las Cruces Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning, everybody. I look out and I see all these people here, and it just fills our heart with joy. I can't even count how many ribbon cuttings we've done for Parks and Rec, but it's something that we love to do. Debbie Moore, our president and CEO, sends her regrets. She was not able to make it. She had a conflict, but I'm so glad to be here. I look at the park and I think back many years ago with my kids, and we spent a lot of time at parks. So just to see this regrowth here, it's amazing, and we love to see that. I'd like to invite up Miguel Acosta, one of our ambassadors, and he is going to read the proclamation. During the proclamation, there's one place where he's going to pause, and I'm going to ask everybody to help us out and say, whereas. And if you watch me, I'll raise my hand to indicate when.
Thank you, Cindy, and thank you, everyone. My name is Miguel Acosta with Hutton Broadcasting, and I'm an ambassador with the Greater Chamber of Commerce. And I just want to thank the city and everybody involved for all that you do in our community. And it's my honor to read the proclamation today. We, the ambassadors of the Greater Las Cruces Chamber of Commerce, proclaim this day a day of celebration and new beginnings, and these new beginnings mark the continued growth and development of Las Cruces as a proudly diverse community rooted deeply in family, traditions, opportunity, and today we come together to celebrate the city of Las Cruces for a symbol of resilience and renewal for our community after the devastating fire, a place where our children and families can once again gather, play, and thrive together. Therefore, we congratulate the city of Las Cruces for the restoration of this park and celebrate the reopening of Valley View Parks. Signed this 9th day in September, this year of our Lord 2025. Greater Las Cruces Chamber, signed Rico Gonzalez, Chairman, Lindsay Chakra, Chairman of the Ambassadors, and Debbie Moore, President and CEO. Hear, hear.
All right, so if we can get everyone to line up for the ribbon cutting right here. And we would welcome some of the park staff who was integral in making this happen to join us. Come on, come on. Yeah, go that direction. Yeah, here we go.
Get your staff.
Yeah.
Steve, make sure
Squeeze in, squeeze in. Come on, come on. I will have, if, Mayor, do you want to cut, Mayor's got the proclamation, so maybe one of the counselors to cut the ribbon? We guys could do it together. Excellent. All right, and I'm going to count it down. So we're going to have everyone look at the cameras, smile, pose, pictures. 1, 2, All right, now you guys ready to cut the ribbon? All right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Thank you all very, very much.